you know I can slap you.
And he goes on to say that, do you know I can slap you?
In this camera here, and you see me, and tomorrow we go to court.
In this camera here, and tomorrow you'll go to court. What does this tell you? It should tell you that, this is how he behaves. Like I said, this is not a one-off. This is not a bag. It is a feature of how he behaves. See, and he slaps. Come on. Then he does it again. So that gentleman is Clive Nsiima Barigye. He's a son to Prince Barigye, former the late, who was the king Omugabe of Ankore.
To witness the installation of the deceased prince's heir, Charles Arieja.
No, Charles Arieja Barigye is a son of John Barigye. Now, Charles Arieja, who was installed as the heir of John Barigye, is a brother to Clive Nsiima Barigye.
An elder performed a number of traditional rituals as the young heir assumed his position on this symbolic stool.
That gentleman you
there
see
was
there,
jubilation among relatives.
That guy you see there is the guy I've been showing you right here. Is right here. And this is the guy, early days. He's right here. He went to a university in Great Britain. Now he's committing crimes and he's being protected. Like I'm going to show you that guy is Atlas, the musician. But that guy is right here. He's the one who is committing crimes.
That he has other offenses before this one.
Okay.
I do not have that information.
You do not have that information? This is where you go into now thorough investigation. This is your job.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
And yes, indeed, coming to you live from these United States of America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are watching. Well, you're watching Mordecai Marissa Live. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, new developments are coming out regarding the incident reported about last night. Oh, it was actually last night, my time. It was morning Ugandan time. So this morning, I should say. It is morning my time. I mean, twabalaze kubyabaddewo kono very violent driven, arrogant police officer who is attached to the oil and gas police unit. Ebintu bivuddeyo. This has been, he has a track record of violence, beating up people, doing some nasty things you cannot believe. And that's what I'm going to be explaining here. So stick with me. Oyinza okuba oli mupya nga tewalaba ebyabaddewo. Allow me start with showing you what this man did. And then from there, oh no, we're talking about Mulangira, the Prince, my bad. Prince in the Ankole Kingdom. You know, I'm a Ankore. But if I'm going to be represented by this thug, a hooligan, I don't need them. Prince. Let me take you back to really what happened. Refresh your mind to what happened. This happened in Chanja. This is thuggery, stupid driven. I don't know how to describe, but this is how he attacked a poor lady.
That I'm driving, I'm parking. Have you ever driven such a car?
Have you ever driven such a car? Like I mentioned, of what importance is you driving that car? And are we all supposed to drive a car like yours? What's that question for? It tricks of total arrogance and stupidity.
You will now quit. You will fucking send to the grass.
You will now quit. I called you and there's something says about this stupid girl, like referring to an attendant, a lady who is helping, as a stupid girl.
You now she's there attacking me, beating me over 30,000.
Listen to how he phrases this language, attacking me. Like the poor girl attacked him. Listen to that language. This is intended. Weaponizing, language. Oh, I was attacked by this lady over 30,000. Yes. And what you call an attack, she should have actually done the same if you had to pay only 1,000.
Even if it's 100,000, how much money have I spent? Do you think I can run away with 100,000?
Do you think I can run away with 100,000? It doesn't really matter. You can even run away. According to the way you behave, depending on how you behave, you can even run away with 1,000.
You know I can slap you.
And he goes on to say that, do you know I can slap you?
In this camera here, and you see me, and tomorrow we'll go to court.
In this camera here, and tomorrow you'll go to court. What does this tell you? It should tell you that, this is how he behaves. Like I said, this is not a one-off. This is not a bag. It is a feature of how he behaves. When I made this video, I included my commentary, my first commentary. I said, this is the Museveni mindset, and I had a few people who were triggered saying, hey, Museveni, Morisa, you're stupid. How does Museveni, come into this? It is the mindset, like I've always told you, people have told us, that the fish rots from the head. It is Museveni emboldening these people to commit all these kind of crimes. If a president is going to address the brutalization, the assault on his political opponent as Bobby Wine bamukubye bulungi, so then what do you expect from his minions and subjects? It is the Museveni's system of lawlessness and impunity that emboldens people like him. Like he says, I can beat you, slap you in this camera. And he went on to do it. Watch. See, Iwe, and he slaps. Come on. Then he does it again. Slaps her and says, stupid Komanyoko. Now, according to the information I have received, like I said, this is not a one-off. I'll read you some information here, and I'll make sure that I protect the person that shared with me this information. But I want you to listen to here what I've been told. Let me go and have to make sure. Okay. All right. Wait a second here. I need to make sure. Okay. All right. Let me read you this information. It says, I am submitting this confidential statement regarding an incident that occurred in 2012 during my years at Uganda Christian University, Mukono. Listen. The case involved a student then known as Clive Nsiima Barigye. So that gentleman is Clive Nsiima Barigye. He's a son to Prince Barigye, former the late, who was the king Omugabe of Ankore. Son of the late Omugabe of Ankore, John Barigye. Okay. The incident took place at Tupendane Hostel. Listen to the track record of the impunity of this guy. The incident took place at Tupendane Hostel, located at Buguju, near the university's last gate. It was reported at the time to the Uganda Christian University Uganda Christian University Police Post as a case of sexual assault. However, shortly after the report was made, the case appeared to disappear without any clear follow-up or explanation. And I'm going to show you how that incident is playing out today. During that period, the individual in question was known for unruly and aggressive behavior, often perceived by students to be above university regulations due to his family background. Oh, he's a prince. Okay. Those of us residing at the hostel were cautioned not to discuss the matter or risk serious consequences. This is it. Even when this incident happened, I had someone who said, hey, Mordecai, Gwata Tabiduduma, please can you make a commentary about this incident? We shouldn't be afraid to address lawlessness and impunity, to call out folks who commit crimes. I shouldn't be hailed as or someone who is not afraid. No, we shouldn't be afraid of calling out people who commit crimes. Okay. Years later, I was surprised to learn that the same individual had risen to high-ranking position in the Uganda Police Force, given the gravity of the incident and its unresolved nature. Oh my God, come on. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm going to read this again. Years later, I was surprised to learn that the same individual had risen to high-ranking position in Uganda Police Force, given the gravity of incident and its unresolved nature. I feel compelled to share what I witnessed to ensure that the truth is not lost and that accountability is upheld. And my question is, do police give out ranks without knowing the code of conduct of the person? Important question from a citizen. You know, try applying for, to join the military in the USA or the police force. They do what they call background check. But unresolved matter wasn't any big deal to care about when it came to this Clive Nsiima Clive funny guy. And and anyone from UCU, especially the party animal during that time, know the truth. And I'll tell you, this gentleman writes, "Know the truth" in capital letters. I request that my identity remain confidential for my personal safety and that of others who witnessed the event. Now, I'll show you this guy here. This is the guy. This one right here. This one right here is the guy. This is the heir apparent who was installed, the Prince of Mugabe of Ankole. That funny stuff. And I think I'll show you here. Now, this is Prince Barigye, this gentleman here, the son of John Barigye. I'll show you here, him being installed.
Friends and relatives of the Ankole royal family began streaming into the palace of late Prince Barigye at Murapura, Kariro early this morning to witness the installation of the deceased prince's heir, Charles Arieja.
No, Charles Arieja Barigye is the son of John Barigye. Now, Charles Arieja, who was installed as the heir of John Barigye, is a brother to Clive Nsiima Barigye.
An elder performed a number of traditional rituals as the young heir assumed his position on this symbolic stool.
That gentleman
there was jubilation among relatives.
That guy you see there is the guy I've been showing you right here. Is right here. And this is the guy, early days. He is right here. This is those days at UCU Mukono. He is right here. He went to a university in Great Britain. Now he's committing crimes and is being protected. Like I'm going to show you, he is the guy here. He's right here. And that guy is Atlas, the musician. But that guy is right here. He's the one who is committing crimes. He's right here. He's the one who is committing crimes. Now, I don't want to show you my source. I should protect my source. Okay. This is what he said. I'll read you more messages from another person. Okay. I'll wait a second here. I need to read you more information. I'm sorry. Should have prepared this much more better. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for now. But let me show you now the information that is coming in regarding the arrest and the continued questions about this guy. Let's go here. According to, if you guys do not follow Tinye, you should do follow him on his wait a second, on his X platform. Okay. Came up with this information. Wait a second. Okay. All right, Ninja Tabs, okay, is right here. He just posted, okay, like I said. Okay, ASP Nsiima is a biological son of Prince Barigye. His father is said to have been one that was groomed to be king but did not. I think he must be angry over that. This means that he's a grandson to Charles Godfrey Gasionga II, the last Omugabe, king of Ankole Kingdom. So it's true that he's a prince in Ankore. He's the guy here who was seen brutalizing a woman and bragging about the impunity. Okay, I've seen someone, okay, then he sent someone. Tab says, I've sent someone to Chira Road Police and he's confirmed to me that ASP Nsiima Clive is at least not in the male's detention cell. He's also not at CPS. If police actually says he's arrested and detained, can we see a photo in Nsiima? See, they're afraid of him. The police is not clear. They're not coming out to say, hey, we've arrested this man. They've, the selective application of the law, like I usually say. Okay, here, let's listen to what they say. This, he says, this is what the Uganda police spokesperson has to say about the arrest of Nsiima Clive. But I think I've been mispronouncing the name. Is Nsiima or Nsiima, one of the two. Nsiima Clive Barigye, and where he's detained at. Listen to what he says about the previous cases alleged against rogue officer that was captured on CCTV. Okay, here we go.
That he has other offenses before this one.
Okay.
I do not have that information.
You do not have that information? This is where you go into now thorough investigation. This is your job.
But at this material time, our concentration is on the occurrence, what happened, and what we are going to do.
Okay.
When is he appearing?
Our detention facilities for our officers. I may not go into that detail.
What are they hiding? Why are you not going into details? Telling people this is why he's being arrested. He's going to be arraigned in courts of law on this day, at this time. I may not go into details. Now, you know what's going on. The threats against this guy, the spokesperson.
But what public should know is that he's under detention.
Under detention where? Where is he being detained?
We are trying as much as possible to arraign him and have him answer for the allegations.
Not allegations, these were captured on camera. But hey, he who alleges must prove okay and proven innocent until proven guilty, okay?
Put forward soonest.
Actually, you might come out and say it is AI, artificial intelligence.
It could be today, it could be tomorrow, but we shall make sure that as soon as the investigations are complete, the officer will face the charges.
Imagine that. As soon as, the investigations are complete, he will receive... there's some sort of vague and nebulous language applied here. And this is deliberate. Because now, the normalization of this culture of impunity, you get to a point where you're even afraid of arresting some people. This is why we have to come out and vote out Museveni and resist the more 5 years of Musevenism. Usually, like I said, when I made the first video, people were like, hey, Monica, how are you relating this to Museveni? How is Museveni related to this? It is him. It is him that has normalized this. It is the culture of Gambano, like I mentioned in the previous commentary. I usually do not understand how supporters of Museveni want to present him to us. At first, they say he's a strong guy, he's a tough guy, he's Sabarwanyi, no one plays around Museveni, blah, 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 blah. Okay, agreed. Then when folks commit crimes, they say, more especially those who serve him, they say, Museveni is not a bad man, but people surrounding him. And then you're like, okay, can we see your tough guy firing these people? Is he afraid of firing them? Because if he's really, really tough, and all these people are committing crimes in his name, under his watch, when does he, manifest the toughness? But the toughness of Museveni is usually manifested on a TikToker in Oman. A certain guy in Chegegwa who has a 50,000 phone, who records himself saying, hey, Janet, alina amagulu amanene, ateekeddwa okuva mu buyiza. Hey, arrest that man, arrest that guy who doesn't even have a job. Let's arrest that person because, okay, he's throwing insults and profanities or derogatory terms to Museveni, to the first family. You cannot say that. Like, they arrested a very funny guy. What's his name? Mandubala. Funny guy from Oman. He came, I think, from Middle East. He was just dancing on social media. He just made a video saying, Mohozo, Mutami, Vutagenda, Kutufuga. Arrest that person. But when it comes to serious things being committed by ministers or police officers or military officers, you cannot see the toughness of Museveni. He only comes and all he gives is a lip service. Police, kawukumi mu police. When are you targeting this kawukumi? When are you arresting these people? Show us your toughness, guy. You cannot be this mighty. And this is what happens with I think you're going to have to read Ruthven Gant, strong men. They do not lose at all. All roads lead to Rome. It's become my common phrase these days. But Museveni is strong and weak at the same time. He's this tough guy, but he's afraid of firing people who commit crimes in his name. Are you kidding me? Now, let's go on and watch. Let me see if I have some other information here. Okay. Another piece of information that you need to know about the impunity of this guy. He's been committing crimes, it looks like. Okay, read here. Need I repeat? ASP Nsiima Clive Barigye, while working as the head of security at the Hoima Airport construction site, knocked dead a pregnant woman, 2 minors, and no other person while drunk driving. He was transferred right away to City KMP, Counterterrorism, Kampala Metropolitan Police. And what happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? They won't tell you. I mean, he's, and then he goes on to say, and I'm told the families that tried hard were compensated with 1 million each and others scared away. ASP Clive Nsiima was charged with commanding the security of the Israeli engineers there. Are you kidding me? Just like, and look, I like what, it was actually, I think, Dr. Jimmy Spire Sentongo, who asked when they said, I think Walter Mwesige wrote on his Twitter handle saying, this man is going to be arrested. Let me show you. Should be arrested and blah, 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 blah. And let me see here if I can see this. Actually, I think I had it here. I'll show you here. Where is my stuff? Should be making better preparations before I come to talk to you. So forgive me, folks, okay? All right, I'll show you here. Here's the tweet where Dr. Jimmy Spire Sentongo actually hit the net. Okay, look, what I'm wasting said, ASP Nsiima Clive Barigye, he tries to run away from that name to drop it. KMP Deputy Zonal Commander, Oil and Gas, will most likely be charged with discreditable conduct that attracts dismissal from the police force or even be handed over to the criminal justice system and charged with assault. How sure are you? And Dr. Jimmy Sparsetong was so quick to say, depending on who he is related to or not. Hello, now is Dr. Jimmy Sparsetong clairvoyant, this psychic guy who knows what's going to happen? No. He understands how the Museveni regime operates, a dead, rotten system. How many hours ago? 13 hours ago, up to now, the police is playing hide and seek. Arrest this gentleman. Let us see him in handcuffs. Arraign him in courts of law. He's got a track record. When I was speaking to this gentleman, who told me about all his lawlessness and impunity track record, he was wondering how he ended up in Edinburgh. I think that's why he went for University of Edinburgh. And he was wondering, did he really even complete, because he was always drunk. I think he didn't even actually complete his degree at Uganda Christian University. So if we really have thorough investigators, investigative journalists in Uganda, we need to dig deeper into the track record, the life of this gentleman, especially his career, how he's been getting all these promotions, and keep eyes on him. If he's non-transferred, he's going to be promoted. This is how Museveni operates. He's going to be promoted. Watch. Now, I'm not being pessimistic. I don't want him to be promoted. But I am aware of how the regime operates. It's so sad. All right. That's it for now. Hey, if you have more information, write to me at mordecai.morisa@gmail.com. mordecai.morisa@gmail.com. If you have exclusive information, we have to get at the bottom of this matter and hope, this lady receives justice. And if you can, please, if you know this lady, I would like you to get me the phone number of this lady who works at the petrol station in Chanja. If you happen to go there, I think I saw that, he slapped her and she lost her tooth. So if you can help me get the WhatsApp, we can have a conversation with her. Now that I said this, she's going to be threatened. Do not talk to any person. Do not. Please, get me her WhatsApp and let's have a conversation with her. Let us tell us what really happened. My name is Mordecai Morisa. Can I tell you one thing? Of all these things, with everything that I've said and done here, to Museveni's sycophants, minions, and lackeys, I've committed crime and I should be arrested and tortured and be told to speak Runyankore. I can speak Runyankore, probably be told to Swahili. Come on. See you guys when you see me. Thank you.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Morisa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.